Over the past few years, we've seen a race towards clean energy and reducing greenhouse gases. But why? Because climate change has ramped up. Severe wildfires, droughts, flooding and storms have grown increasingly visible and dangerous. That's why we've seen governments throughout the world aggressively push through policies to cut out emissions, trying to reverse the course we're on. One of the tools that is being implemented around the world is the use of carbon credits. These carbon credits are tradable and are rapidly becoming a highly valuable commodity. And in today's video, I will be looking at a company that is looking to become a major player in this market. So before we get into the video, this stock could skyrocket soon, and if you want to learn how to seize this opportunity, smash the like button. I'm aiming to get 500 likes on this video. Help me achieve that goal. For anyone that's new, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any new content like this. I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice, so always do your own due diligence. Now let's get straight into it. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about DevvStream. So first of all, what is DevvStream and what do they do? Well, DevvStream is a leading authority in the use of technology in carbon project development. The company's mission is to create alignment between sustainability and profitability, helping organizations achieve their climate initiatives while directly improving their financial health. With a pipeline of over 140 technology-based projects worldwide, DevvStream makes it simple for corporations and governments to address their net zero goals while generating premium carbon credits in the process. The company's end-to-end solution allows organizations to move from project ideation to credit monetization with ease. The result is a multi-year stream of carbon credit revenue that transforms sustainability into a financial investment. In addition, for organizations that need help to offset the most difficult to reduce emissions, DevvStream also provide premium carbon credits for purchase. Now, carbon credits have been around for years. But it's only in the past few years, because of the increasing wildfires, droughts, flooding and storms, that we've seen governments throughout the world aggressively push through their policies to try reverse the course we're on. DevvStream only went public last year. In November 2024, DevvStream Holdings merged with Focus Impact Acquisition Corp and began trading on NASDAQ. Now, as we can see here, the stock has been very volatile since going public. The stock, having initially traded around $1, is now just 37 cents. And the company has a market cap of just $10 million. However, something that is being missed or overlooked is the fact that as part of the merger agreement, DevvStream also secured access to up to $43 million in additional financing, a move aimed at accelerating its mission to access the carbon markets. Now, one of the things that really stands out to me is the management team for this company. CEO Sonny Tren has 25 years experience in technology, ESG, and carbon markets. He led innovation, engineering, and sales at several multi-billion-dollar companies, such as Avnet, NASDAQ ticker AVT, and Arrow Electronics, ticker symbol ARW, working with dozens of companies in renewable and energy-efficient technologies. Whereas other members of the team have come from major companies such as Curaleaf, Invesco, SAP, and Google. This is a team with decades of experience with early-stage startups just like DevvStream. And the company is a recognized leader in technology-based carbon credit generation that has been featured on several media outlets such as Bloomberg, Benzinga, and the UN Environment Programme. Looking at the investors' presentation, the carbon market is already a $1 trillion market according to many reports, which also expects to more than double over the next 4 years or so. As it says here, the carbon credits are generated in two ways: through nature-based solutions, which can provide up to 20% of carbon reductions, and technology-based solutions, which can potentially provide 80% of the needed production. DevvStream is the first and only carbon company on any major US exchange. Their business model is set on 3 pillars of success: strategic offset portfolio, project investment, and industry consolidation and project development. There is current inventory of 3.7 million credits for resale. Now, the carbon credit industry is primarily populated with smaller operators or non-profits, but as we've seen already, DevvStream's team include private equity experts with deep transaction expertise. The company also has a 50% equity stake in the Monroe Project. Now, this is important. Monroe is developing one of the largest carbon sequestration reservoirs in the US, with an estimated total storage capacity of 260 million metric tons of CO2. This is expected to be fully operational in early 2027. To put this into perspective, the 45Q tax credits are generated via US tax credit programs that incentivize carbon capture and represent a transferable tax credit of $85 per ton of CO2 stored. The Monroe Project has a total storage capacity of 260 million metric tons. That's 260 million metric tons at $85 per ton. As I said already, they have a total pipeline opportunity to generate 30 million credits per year across 140 projects and can operate on a global scale. Now, these types of companies are extremely investor friendly, and this has led to some big players investing in the company, which I'll talk about in a moment. Another important point, renewable energy certificates are produced when a renewable energy source generates 1 megawatt of electricity and sends it to the grid. Purchasers include corporations seeking to make a green energy claim. For example, Amazon is the world's largest corporate purchaser of these RECs. Like, did you ever think to yourself, how can some of the world's largest corporations, ones that you would expect are major polluters, how did they end up being on the list of the world's greenest companies? Well, in a lot of cases, these companies are no greener than they were before. They rely on buying these certificates to report steep emission reductions, and several reports have found this. That is why these credits are becoming more valuable and the market is rapidly expanding. This is a huge opportunity, and DevvStream is at the forefront. Now, the company has just had some big news, so let's take a look. First of all, just today, the company announced additional investment. Carl Stanton, chairman of DevvStream, and Ray Thorne, a director, have invested an additional $218,000 into the company's secured convertible notes. The funds support DevvStream's ongoing efforts to expand into energy transition markets and solidify its position as a leader in the carbon offset market. This follows on from yesterday's announcement of a major expansion of its e-commerce sustainability strategy through partnerships designed to accelerate adoption and revenue growth of its previously adopted dPivot. This boosts carbon offset through e-commerce partnerships. dPivot is a free Shopify integrated software tool that enables consumers to offset the carbon footprint of their online purchases. By forming strategic partnerships with e-commerce marketing agencies, technology integrators, and third-party logistic partners, DevvStream is positioned to drive rapid scale across Shopify's ecosystem, which powers approximately 28% of all online stores in the United States. This also provides the company with a strong sales channel for its inventory of several million high-quality carbon credits, and DevvStream signed agreements with two leading companies, Zing and Minimus Fulfillment, to further spread their reach. Back last month, DevvStream was accepted into Singapore Carbon Market Alliance, focused on carbon credits aligned with Article 6. Article 6 of the Paris Agreement is a crucial part of the global climate framework, as it provides mechanisms for nations to collaborate in reducing their greenhouse gas emissions via carbon credits. While these mechanisms typically involve governments, companies like DevvStream can play a crucial role in developing and managing projects that produce Article 6 eligible carbon credits. As one of only a handful of project developers in the SCMA, DevvStream expects to be well positioned to achieve high sales volumes within the alliance. And only a couple of weeks later, after that announcement, Polar Asset Management Partners acquired a significant stake in DevvStream of over 500,000 shares. The shares were purchased at a price of 75 cents, which is twice the price the shares are trading at today. This is a well-regarded firm known for its expertise in value investing. Polar manages an equity portfolio valued at $3.4 billion, with significant investments in the financial services and technology sectors. The firm's strategic investment decisions are guided by a focus on long-term value creation and market opportunities. But guys, what do you think of DevvStream? This is definitely a stock for your watch list right now. But remember that I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice, so I highly recommend you do more due diligence on DEVS stock. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know your thoughts in the comments.